guys, welcome back to another Michael's Recollection Marathon video. If you guys are not subscribed to my channel, you'll want to do that now because I have a ton of awesome giveaways coming up for you guys. So as you can see, I have a lot of planners here. I think it's about 11 planners, maybe even more. So I'm actually going to use the same intro for all of these reviews because I have a few things that I want to go over about these planners since they do pertain to each and every one of them, and then I'll get on to the review. Now the first thing, of course, is that these are available at Michael's in store and online. They do seem to vary from store to store, and online only seem to have the very large style planners. That may change over time. The other thing is the price, of course. So every one of these planners costs $29.99, and you guys know that Michael's always has coupons, so you can get a great value on these with a coupon. Now the next thing is the size. So there's two different sizes. There's a smaller size and a larger size. The small size is 7.5 inches in width and then 9.25 inches in length. And then the larger size here is 9 inches across and then 11.5 inches in length. So that is quite a bit of difference. Let me just give you show you side by side here. So look at how humongous that is compared to the small one. So very big. And then the last thing I want to mention are the coils. So they do seem to have two different coil options, gold and rose gold. The 18 months planners do have a larger coil, and then the smaller planners here, so some of like the pregnancy planner, I think that the academic planner have a smaller coil, which is the same size coil that Recollection used at the beginning of the year. So these new ones all have the large coil with 18 months, and then some of them have a smaller coil. So you'll want to keep that in mind when you're shopping for your new planner. So I'm going to leave the playlist to all of these reviews down below if you guys want to check them out. So let's move on to today's review. Alright, so today I'm going to be walking you through the teacher planner, and can I tell you guys, this cover is just so gorgeous. I just love these pastel colors and the floral print here, so pretty. It says, "To teach is to touch a life forever," which is so true. Alright, so this planner here is 9 inches by 11.5 inches in length, so this is the big guy. Unlike the academic planner that I just reviewed, that one was the smaller version, and I think that is very useful for students to have the smaller format. And the teacher, I think, will love having this big guy. I could totally see this sitting on a teacher's desk, and then this way they're able to see everything just so beautiful. Look at the inside here. So that is completely blank, so you guys can use dry erase markers on here. There's also a little floral print in the corner here. Gorgeous. All right, so the first page is your nameplate. So it has, this planner belongs to a large room for your name here. It also has a room number, school, address, and phone. Beautiful. I love that. All right, so the next page here is actually your password tracker. A lot of times they have these at the end of the planner, but this is right in front. It probably is very useful to have, especially if you are a substitute teacher, to have all of that right in front for you. So it has a little area for website, username, password, and notes. So you guys will definitely not want to be like leaving this around anywhere. Also has your access codes on the bottom here. These are actually two separated areas, so lines all the way across here, so lots of space. On the right hand side it says tips for the substitute. So the school schedule, school begins, recess, lunch, recess, and then school ends. A large section for the notes on the right hand side. In the middle here it says important staff, so the area for the principal, the vice principal, secretary, and for the nurse. There's also a little small small section here that says helpful people, so reliable teachers, and then also reliable students. I love that they have that, because if you can't get a hold of anybody else, these are great people to go to. And then the bottom down here says students with special needs, the name, and then the special needs. So if they are allergic to things, or if they need to like have quiet time while they're studying, things like that, I think that's very useful, especially because I'm sure kids don't want to have to tell the substitute teachers all the time what their issues are. So, all right, moving on to the next page, the classroom and then the volunteers. So on the left-hand corner here, it has the name and then the contact info. I love the cute little added color dots at the top there. Also the classroom and then special events with all of your events on the left, and then the date on the right. And then on the right-hand side is a huge page to keep track of all of the birthdays. So it starts in August and ends in July. There are several lined notes in the middle here. I think this is very useful, especially if you want to keep track of like teachers and principals' birthdays and things like that as well. I know a lot of teachers already know when their students' birthdays are, but if not, this is a great go-to area. Now the following pages are your student contact information. They have a little box up top here. It says student name, parents' names, phones, emails, and medical needs. So there are 5 large pages of these. So if you do have several classes, or if you're a professor, obviously you would need a lot more area for your student names, but I think this is very useful if you have a student with medical needs, so you can kind of separate those students out with all of their information here. Okay, so the next tab here says absent here. So there's a huge absentee log. It has on the left the name, date, reason, and a little check mark here. And there are 1, 2, 3 pages of those. The next divider here says graphs and notes. So up top here it says seating charts and graphs. So if you do want to draw in a seating chart, I think that is especially useful to find students easy that way, and to remember their names. Also, any graphs that you guys want to do, this is a huge area to do that in. And there are 5 pages of these. There's also some lined note pages here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. And then the next page here is your year plan. So this is your year at a glance. It starts in July and ends in June here. There is just so much space to work with here. I think this is going to be very useful. The next page is your note section, so another note page here. And then the next page is your monthly like goal page, I would say. I should have mentioned the teacher planner actually starts in July and then ends in June. So it has an area here for your objectives, an important days section, things to remember, a long to-do list, and then on the left-hand corner here it has quote of the month. I love that. I think that is very nice to have like all of your goals and objectives in one area. All right, and then the next page is your monthly view. So like I said, this is such a very large planner. You have lots of area to work with. The month starts on Sunday and then ends on Saturday. You can see there is a light color block on Sunday and Saturday to separate your weekly days from your weekend days. I think that is very nice and useful. It's also undated, so you guys can write in your dates and then put the little dates in the left-hand box here. It has a large section for notes on the left-hand side, and then a little box here. There is a little header up top, and then the box is empty inside, so you can use that for anything. Now this planner is very unique. Most of the other Recollections planners that I have reviewed that have like a monthly and weekly view have the weekly view right after the monthly view, where this one actually bulks all of the monthly views and the objectives right together. So on the left hand side you have your note page, your August objectives goal page here, and then the monthly view, and they do that for all of the months here. So there's no real like dashboard separating the months. I actually really like that concept, so you guys can have all of your goals and look at the month right at the beginning of your planner and section it out that way. I think I would take like a paper clip to have it up top just so you know which month that you are working on at that time. And then at the back of the planner is actually your weekly pages that says lesson plans here. So I'll go ahead and go over a couple of the pages here. They are all identical though. I think, yeah, none of the colors are different. So this is what the weekly pages look like. On the left hand side here it says week number and then the circle so you can write the week that you are on. It starts with Monday and ends on Friday. These beautiful pastel colors, so a light pink, lime green, a light mint shade, a peach, and a purple. They also have more of a solid line to kind of separate the note section in between. So they have all of these like dotted lines here. I like that they separate the colors here. I think that that is very nice. It will keep you separated from your subject and periods. There are 6 different subject and period sections here. Now my only complaint here is that they don't have Saturday and Sunday. I know that they are trying to do this just for the subject and periods, and then that way they're only working Monday through Friday, but there are several teachers that work on Saturday and Sunday and even actually have to go in to work as well. So regardless of the subject and period, I think that they could move this over and add just a smaller section for Saturday and Sunday as well, just so that the teacher will be able to separate their work life from their personal life as well. So that is a look at all of the lesson plans. There are, you guys can see several of these pages. And then on the back here, there is one last note page. There's also a tab here that says checklist, and this is so pretty. So I'm sure that you can use this for several different things. I mean, right away I can think of assignments and the name and checking them off if they turn them in. It says checklist up top, a cute little box here that says name, and then on the top here there are little bars here that you can write in, and then the boxes that separate white and gray to have that distinct separation. And there are several of these pages as well. And then one more note section. So you guys get lots of note sections in here. And then of course they have many stickers at the back of the planner. So it says assembly, duty, computer lab, library, staff meeting, and holiday in several gorgeous colors. It goes down from like a darker color to an ombre color. Very pretty. Next page are just solid event stickers, so you guys can just write on here whatever you want, and there are 6 different colors. And then the next page is lots of fun stickers like Recollections is known for. All of these flag stickers, the hexagons, circles, to-do boxes, some like smaller boxes down here. And then the last page of stickers is also really fun. All of your goal stickers, some flag checklists, thought bubbles here, and then large vacation banners here. Very pretty. And then of course there's also a large folder in here as well. That's going to be especially handy for a teacher. And then there's also a little pouch in here. I think these are going to be super handy for teachers with their pens and stickers and things like that. I have noticed with these larger recollections planners, the pouches are not as like long. It doesn't fit all of the coils. I think it's missing 2 coil slots at the top and then 1 coil slot at the bottom here, but it is still very large. So that is a look at the teacher planner. If you guys have any other questions or comments on the planner, if you would like me to go over something else more in detail, definitely let me know down below. If you guys are enjoying these recollection planner review, give the video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks again for watching, everyone. Keep on planning, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!